So hello guys, welcome again and assalamu alaikum to everyone. So today's our topic is electrical drawing. We will discuss this drawing as you see on the screen now. This is the simple and easy drawing for the ATS panel of 4 pole. So I will explain you step by step all the drawing with symbols, and in the end of this video I will show you the test of this in real, okay, with the help of software, so you can see how the system is working. Is there any short circuit or is there is any problem? So let's get started. So this is our 4-pole ATS panel, okay. I use minimum accessories to show you a good ATS panel that it can work with the safety and with the, and you can also understand how it is working. Also I make the remote start function in this. So let's get started. We have now in this drawing two drawings. One is a power diagram and one is control diagram. So let me explain you one by one power and control diagram. So if you can see here guys, this is our mains, okay, and this is our generator, okay, and here we have generator supply, okay, and here we have our main supply. So in main supply what we have, if you can see here, we have line 1, line 2, line 3 and neutral. If you will see now, this is, we have 4 things here, line 1, line 2, line 3 and neutral, and this is our earthing, okay. So this is still here. If you see, this is our main line, 3-phase with neutral, okay. Similar we have here generator, okay. For generator, if you can see here, we have line 1, line 2, line 3 neutral, and we have earthing similar as the mains, okay. So here we have our line 1, this is our line 2, this is our line 3 and this is neutral, okay guys. Same we have here. So how, first we will discuss about the power circuit. If you are able to understand now, it's very simple and easy. So I will explain you now. So first we have here KM1 and KM2. This is our 2 power contactors, and these points, this 1, 2, 3 and 4, these are the 4 poles of the magnetic contactor. Similarly here we have 4 pole. This is showing 4 pole of the contactor. After that, what we do here, as you see here, this is line 1, we connected on number 1 pole, this is line 2, this is line 3 and this is line 4. We connected in the first contactor. Same here in generator supply, we will take generator supply from here and we connect all the 3 phases and neutral in our 3 contactor as a input side. What we did at the output side, you see, we make this common, okay. All the phases are connected here at one point, okay. These are jumper, okay. If you can see, all these are here connected here, and neutral, this neutral is connected here direct, okay. And these 3 lamps I mention here as a load. This is load 1, 2, 3. This is 3-phase balance load. So I put here 3 lamps as a load, okay. Once I will finalize this, I will show you how it is working. So you see here, this is the load. This lights I assume as a load here. So this is our power circuit complete here, that we have 2 contactors and we have 3 line from generator and neutral and 3 line and neutral from the main. So this is very simple and easy, anybody can understand for ATS, okay. So after that, now we will start talking about discuss about our control circuit, okay. In control circuit, what I did, I took 3 line, as you see, this is 3 line, and here we have our phase failure relay. This is phase failure relay, and we connect here a breaker. This is 3-pole breaker, okay, and I connect this 3 line in the phase failure relay, okay guys. This phase failure relay, and I took 1 line, this is sensing for the phase failure. Okay, phase failure, how it's working, in case any phase fail, okay, this will open this contact. This is phase failure contact. If you see, this is phase failure contact, okay, it is here, and this contact is attached with this, with phase failure. Okay, so what I did, I took one phase as a jumper and connect on the normally open contact of the phase failure. Okay guys, and what I did, I took the same phase in here in the relay. Okay, as you see here, this is R1 relay, this is electromagnet type relay R1. Okay, so once phase failure is active, R1 is active. Okay, and here is the neutral of the R1. After that, if you will see here, okay, this is the same phase, and we use R1 normally open contact. Okay, R1 normally open contact, and here this is KT1, this is for symbol of timer, on delay timer. We use here on delay timer, and here we connect the timer from the neutral. Okay, so what will happen, R1 will operate first. Okay, it will close this contact. Okay, once this contact is closed, this time delay timer is start operating, and after the set the preset timer for this, the time is complete, what will happen, this supply is already connected on the normally open contact of KT1. This is KT1, this is KT1. Okay, once for example we have 5-second timer, so after 5 seconds this contact will close, this contact will close. Okay, and this supply will be passed here, and this is our KM2. KM2 is the normally closed auxiliary contact of contactor number 2 for the contactor number 2. Okay, this is interlocking, this circuit is called interlocking, and this supply will came at last in the KM1. This is our KM1. So our KM1 will be operated. Okay, so till here it's very clear, and here is the neutral of our KM1. What I did for failure, this is, I am putting here one indication lamp for failure. Okay, in case if there is any phase failure, our phase failure normally closed contact relay is de-energized, and this will operate the lamp. Okay guys, so till here it is all okay. I hope you understand, and this is our neutral for the circuit. So this is our main side is complete. Okay, so now I will explain you about the same for the generator side. Okay, if you will see generator side, I use the same 3 phases, then breaker. Okay, then here we have phase failure. Okay, similarly 3 phases are connected in the phase failure. I took one phase for control, this is normally open contact of phase failure for the generator, and in the same way here if you will see, I use R1 normally close. R1 is here, this is our R1 operating from mains. So once the power is failed, this R1 get normally closed. So our generator will be started, it will give command to our KT2 timer. This is for generator, this KT2 timer for generator. Okay, once the time on delay time of KT2 is complete, KT2 will close this contact. This is normally open contact of KT2, this will close. Okay, and supply will pass from here, and KM1 already the power is failed, so the KM1 is closed, and the KM2 will operate the KM2 contactor coil. So this is our KM2 for generator, so the generator contactor will on. Okay guys, so till here this is okay, and after that we have this for the, this contact is normally closed of this phase failure relay. Once any phase is failed, this contact is normally closed, and our indication lamp will indicate that there is a power phase failure in the phase failure relay. Okay guys, till here our controlling is okay. Now we will talk about remote start, how we will make the remote start. So we will took from generator side one battery positive and one battery negative, and after that we use here one timer. Okay, this is 12 or 24 volt. Okay, and here we will use one relay for the generator. Okay, so I will show you in the demonstration how it's working. Okay, so this is our R1 close contact. Our R1 is here, main. Once the main is fail, this normally close contact is closed, so it will operate the RST timer. This is remote start timer. R means remote, S means remote start, RS remote start, and T from timer. Okay, so it will get command here. Okay, once the power is fail, RST is operate, and RST, once the time delay of the RST is complete, RST will close this contact and supply will go to generator. Okay, and generator is started, and it will close this switch. It will close this switch. So our circuit will be active here. Okay, so this is, I will show you in the drawing. If you have any questions, you can tell me, ask me about anything, I will explain you. So this is the drawing. So this is very easy and simple. Okay, and I hope that you guys are understand this drawing. If you have any confusion or any question, please ask me in the comment box below. Okay, and further we will see you in the next video, and now we will go to test the circuit. So let us go on computer screen and test this circuit, how it is working and what is the working scenario. Thank you very much.